I need to find some different mounts for this. I want to mount the camera down there, I think, just to vary these angles a bit. So clearly there's 1, 2, 3 ways up here, and I got the middle, which I've just about managed to pedal up under manpower. It's not easy. Hopefully we can fly up there under the power of the old Shimano EP6. I'm also going to take the steep line to the right. So let's get that cadence going and the legs spinning. So you can see 2 lines here. I'm going straight up the steep bit. Come on, hit a bit of boost. Woo. Oh. Yes, come on. Oh. Don't let anyone tell you that e-biking is easier. Woo. Obviously you can make it easy, but it's more fun to make it harder. So the downside of this bike is it's got a very small spot for a bottle. Now I can put one in there, but I got this really nice strap from Marin, which I normally sort of strap my gloves to on the down tube, and I haven't got gloves on, but yeah, I normally use that to strap maybe like a thin layer on, or my gloves or something, rather than have to rummage around in my pockets. It's quite handy stuff there. And also with the little hip pack, there's not much space, but there was a point to this. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of room on here for carrying any sort of hydration, and I've got a larger one of these. I've got this bigger one whose brand name I can't remember now, Source. I've got a little 8-litre backpack, and I've got a 16-litre Evok backpack. Unfortunately, I have thrown all of my bladders out. They'd all got mouldy, and yeah, I hadn't used them for a little while, and they'd all got really mouldy, and it's really not very nice. And I was trying to think out why that was. I think it was most of the riding I was doing on this bike last year was shuttling in the Forest of Dean or thereabouts, and it just meant that we were quite often passing the cars at the end of the, midway through the rides, maybe do 2 or 3 runs and then pass the cars or something. So all of our sort of like snacks and hydration and stuff like that, we were tending just to leave at the car. There were a few occasions where I may have used the bladder on 1 or 2 of the other things, but I just hadn't used them for a long time. They've been stuck in the shed for months and months. Hadn't looked after them, so I need to buy some new ones really. So I'm thirsty. It took me 2.5 minutes to say that. I can't remember when this was boarded up. I'm going to guess at about 15 years ago. I don't know. They've been replacing some of the stones, but I don't think that's ever going to get released. Shame really. So since charging this battery up, I've done 48 kilometers. I've got 3 bars left. It says 20k. I would imagine I've done 600 to 800 meters of climbing. I'll try and figure out and put it on the screen. Obviously a lot of this distance has been heading kind of downhill or on some relatively flat stuff. But I mean, it just shows you can easily do a 50 to 60k cross-country ride on these full fatty bikes, as long as you're not hitting boost or even that trail mode too often. But let's have a go. Tighten some bolts, grease some greasy bits. Right, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about on this channel. I'm clearly going to try and get some mountain biking in, and perhaps talk about my bike and my limited knowledge of mountain biking. But maybe I could just ask you guys to ask me some questions, and I'll see if I can answer them. I mean, I'm no expert on mountain biking, but you know, I can do my best. I will admit I don't really watch any mountain bike content at all, pretty much. I mean, occasionally something by Matt Jones or someone like that will just pop up on my Instagram or YouTube feed, but I don't tend to watch that stuff anymore, which is a bit weird, really. Maybe it makes me a bit of a hypocrite, but then I'm not doing a huge amount of mountain biking on this channel either, so I don't know what this is about, really. I mean, I'm getting out, having a little session on the e-bike and having a little chat. I will say my target is to try and make these videos 8 minutes long, because, being very selfish, it means that YouTube can serve some mid-roll adverts. Now, whether you like that or not, maybe let me know below. But from my perspective, I'm making these videos for a bit of fun, but also, you know, I want to earn a bit of pocket money from the ad revenue. So every extra advert that I can run on this channel is maybe an extra few pennies per video. And it all adds up, doesn't it? Look after the pennies and pounds and all that. So what we discussed today, really, we've talked about my my thirst, which hasn't got any better in the last 15 minutes. We've talked about the fact that I don't really know what I'm going to talk about on this YouTube channel, and we've come to the mutual understanding I don't know a great deal about mountain bikes. So if you're still watching, thank you very much. If you are still watching, please put a comment below. If there's anything that I would request more than anything else, is put a comment below. If you've subscribed, great. If you haven't, it means less these days on YouTube, unless you're just starting out. But you know what, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I don't know whether those things work anymore. I think the algorithm tells you what you like these days. But yes, I'm very thirsty now. I can feel myself licking my lips, and my mouth is pretty dry. It's actually really warm now, and I've got to get back and leave this bike out, because I need to remember to figure out why the gears were clicking, because I've tweaked the little barrel adjuster on the bars, and seems to have made it worse. So I think you need to try and have a look at this later on. So right, I am off now. I'm also probably recording this about 3 weeks before you see it, so yeah, I'm racking up the videos. I've already got 2 ready to go, and yeah, so as they say, see you next Wednesday. Maybe that's my new catchphrase. See you next Wednesday.